compiles a couple of files for you. You can add your own files here, so it doesn't have to pre-compile. Then there's a main file. This is the first file which is called when the application launches. So inside the main file, see some comments. These comments are there everywhere. It calls the main function first when the app launches, and this main function does something here. We don't have to get into coding right now, we'll get into it later. So all you need to know is it opens the main function and calls UI application main. There'll be very few applications that you would want to change this main code, but you'll hardly touch this file ever. So UI application main, what is UI application main does? UI application main says open the main open the main file for this. So if you look in the summary, the main interface is main window. So what that does is opens the main window, which is a interface builder file. So this interface builder file has this interface which is defined by drag and drop elements. So there's a window being added. Now who takes care of the if I open this, it will show me a little bit more details. So look at the interface builder file. So you can look at file owner meaning who owns the particular file, who is the first responder, hello world app delegate. So when this file opens, it also has a controller which is hello world app delegate. Now you can get all the properties of this on the right side, and you can see this hello world app delegate file actually takes control of this particular window. So what does that mean? So that means that every time that window launches, hello world app delegate file will be called, and hello world app delegate file has a function inside it called did finish launching with option. This is the first function that runs when the main window loads. So what it says is it says make the window visible and return yes. So this is pretty much what happens. I'm gonna repeat this again and again, so we will get to know more of this later, but for now main is the first function that is called, which calls these files and opens them, and there is a application did finish launching with options function which gets called, which will show the window to the user. So if you don't believe me, let's put a breakpoint here and see what happens. So when I run it, it will say build successful, and start running it and attaching running hello world. And if you see, the breakpoint was hit and it stops the application here. There's nothing you can see on the screen. So if I just click the forward button, it will just go ahead and show the window and display the app to you. So that's what this Xcode is, and that's how you'll work with it. You can look at the right, whatever you select, it will give you more properties, help on that. You can click on any function, it will give you a little bit of documentation hint over there on the right. So below it you have all the elements which are used for interface builder. So in the interface builder you can add, drag and drop any of these elements and create something. If I just do this and run it, it will still work. It will show you the app in iPhone application, that thing added over there. So it's very simple to make apps using interface builder, but I will give you a short description on that later. But mostly we'll use programmatically so we understand more of what's going in the background. Now let's go back to the simulator and let's see what else we have. So simulator, you can select the device. If you want an iPad, you want let's stop the application. If you want an iPad, you want an iPhone or iPhone Retina, which is iPhone 4. The difference between iPhone 3 and 4 was that iPhone 4 has twice the number of pixels as iPhone 3. So that's why they measure everything by points. So 1 point in iPhone 3 is 1 pixel, whereas 1 point in iPhone 4 is 4 pixels. So that's why you can see that it's much more better, has a better resolution than iPhone 3. So they have that too, and you can actually scale your iPad or iPhone simulator to 100 or 50% depending on what you want, what your requirement. You can zoom in, you can let's go back to this 50%. You can rotate left, right. The shortcuts are command arrow keys. So you can do all that. You can even have a shake gesture, or you can click the home by keyboard shortcut. You can lock the screen just by pressing Command L. It will just lock the screen, same as your iPhone. So you don't need an iPhone to actually test your iPhone applications. You can just work with iPhone simulator as well. So you have all these different methods. You can reset content and settings. What that does, it deletes all the applications that are there and brings it back to the factory default. So that's all about iPhone simulator and Xcode and interface builder. We're gonna go more in detail in making our first app in the next video. Thank you very much, and do subscribe to my video.